Hello, friends. Sunday is Mother's Day, and I think we should all celebrate. We all do mothering in our own way. We either mother our nieces or our daughters or our fur babies or our plants. I was just out talking to my petunias. So, you know, it's just all about taking care of each other, and mothers do that in such a very special way. So let's celebrate us this weekend. And we all do our mothering in different ways, in very unique ways, just like our children, whether they be plants or granddaughters or puppies. And so to honor Mother's Day, I'm going to show you some of the very unique plants in my garden right now that I'm taking special care of. And I hope they appreciate it. Happy Mother's Day. Here's the first plant that I wanted to show you. This is my Black Magic Rose. It's a beautiful red color with very dark outlining on the petals. But the reason this is unusual is because it is called a fascination. It has a double bloom, sort of a twin bloom. It's a plant mistake. It's not supposed to happen, but when it does, it's rare and oh so beautiful. The next plant is a crazy pants plant. It's called a pom-pom poppy. It doesn't look like a poppy, but it is, and I have enjoyed it. It adds such personality to the garden. This plant is an epiphyllum, and it is exactly this color in the garden. It is like an iridescent magenta. It's so gorgeous. I got it from my friend Patricia from a cutting from her garden, and the little angel below I got from my daughter's husband's mother, Donna. So it's a beautiful little combination. The epiphyllum is a kind of succulent, and it's very much like my Queen of the Night in the garden. It blooms, but not for very long. I bet you can't guess what this is. This is rue. I planted it in a little out-of-the-way place in the garden, and I bought it because it reminds me of Shakespeare's Hamlet. Ophelia talks about rue. She has a little bouquet of flowers that she speaks of just before she drowns, and rue is one of the flowers that she talks about. She also calls it an herb of grace, and rue is symbolic for regret, and it is sometimes called the herb of grace, and so that's why we say rue the day. But it's currently flowering in my garden, and I'd never seen rue flower, and so I thought you might enjoy it. The next two flowers that I want to show you are both proven winners versions of petunias. The first is the bubblegum pink petunia, and it is just extraordinary the way it flowers. It almost flowers aggressively and is just taken over part of the border, but I love it. I just love the lush, large mound of pink petunias. And the other is this extraordinary mound of purple, sort of like calibrachoas. They're called mini vistas, and it just has morphed into the most enormous mound of flowers I have ever seen, and is just happy, 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 and it makes me happy, happy, happy. These blooms are really not blooms at all. They are the seed heads of a clematis that has already bloomed, and I'm thinking about what to do. I really like the way that they look, but if you cut them off, then you are more likely to get a rebloom in the season. So that's one thing. But if you keep them on, sometimes the hummingbirds come by and use them as nesting material. So I'm still thinking about that, but I am enjoying them. And this is one of my favorite irises. It's called Cloud Ballet. So it's very white, but this iris is very unusual because it only has two falls. The petals on the sides that fall down from the iris are called falls, and generally there are 3 of them. And then the petals that stick up are called the standards. But this little guy only has 2 falls, so that makes him different than all of his iris friends. But you know what? I love him all the more because of it.